Alright guys, so I'm Dave.
I'm Jacinta.
And this is our 2017 model 10-year anniversary cruiser slide. We bought this back in November last year after some pain and suffering trying to get out of a rooftop tent, and we decided to look at going to a camper based. We looked at several different models, but after the great customer service we saw at the boys in Adelaide, we actually went to the cruiser slide. We did look at the original cruiser, but we figured the slide was going to be perfect for us for when we do have those kids. Just that little bit of extra room. But yeah, other than that, we've done a bit of towing in it. This is our first big trip up here at the Bash, and so far a few modifications has been brilliant. I think what we love about the camping in it, it's just so spacious. Whether we're set up for 4 or 5 days, or whether it's just an overnighter. An overnighter, I can leave it on the car, it's all hitched, all I have to do is just fold it out. 10 minutes later, it's all set up. Packing up is just as easy. But yeah, I think what we liked about it the most was it's just so versatile. It's low profile as well, so we don't have to worry about dragging something that's 4 meters high. Park's easy, tow's easy. But yeah, other than that, I can't really say too much about it. It's just been a bit of a dream come true that we've found a camper that's really comfortable.
And I don't have to climb up big stairs. Rooftop tents don't work for me.
Yeah, no. So the mods we've put into this unit is upgraded the original polyblock hitch, and we put in the MIG hitch ATC, so the automatic trailer coupling hitch. Upgraded the electronics. We've gone to the Red Arc BC to DC 1240 charger, as well as being the dual option. I can also run the solar panels. I've upgraded the 240 volt system, so I've got a 240 volt inlet coming in. I've got permanent 240 volt if I need it whilst I'm at permanent power, and also run a 1000 watt inverter on top of that. A few modifications I've done to the fridge slide. I've moved it fraction about 1 inch purely to support the 100 litre Waco, which has been absolutely brilliant. We did notice when we put it in, we'd lift the lid and it would scrape across the canvas, so a few little modifications there, and it is, it's been brilliant ever since. We've chosen the core lighting kit. Trying to put permanent lighting in here was a little bit difficult, considering there's a lot of the poles set up, it's all removable. But the LED kit doesn't take much to set up, and there is tons of 12 volt outlets on this camper. Just trying to think. Hot water system. So I did a few modifications to that. We actually had that plumbed in underneath through the trailer with the outlet hose going straight into the ensuite.
We were really impressed though with the hot water system though. It was just so right on the money. It's nice and hot and nice and quick.
Yeah, you can dial in the temperature. I think we've got it set to now permanently 40 degrees. Takes about 15 seconds for it to heat up properly, but other than that, no, it's a dream come true. It's really nice. I think it even come with a porta potty that we still haven't used. But other than that, there is modifications been more electronic wise rather than physical hardware modifications, just purely a few extra comforts.
We've got the conduit carrier holding our poles now, rather than running them in the centre of the trailer, so that it's easier to access.
Yeah, I think it was easy access, a little bit more space, so it's just a nice big piece of 150mm PVC that I've attached to the boat loader. That way it frees up all the space in there, so we've got tons of more room for food and bits and pieces. I drive a 2007 3 litre turbo diesel SR5 Hilux. I've done quite a few modifications to that. Apart from the ATC, it's got a full battery management system that runs right through to the camper. Upgraded the trailer interface, so instead of the standard 7-pin, it's gone 12-pin to power accessories. The engine's had a complete ECU remap, so there's a lot more horsepower, a lot more torque. 3-inch exhaust system, tons of lighting and gauges and all the fun stuff that guys like to have. Well, our future plans at the moment, I think the Bash was the set point to really see how the MDC handled, and so far we've driven about 1,100 kilometres as our biggest trip, and I can't fault it. The MDC just towed perfectly. Even on the Birdsville track, 80, 90 kilometers an hour, and I didn't even know that I was pulling anything behind it. The trailer brakes that they fitted to it is perfect, it brakes every time. I've also got interfaces, the Red Arc Tow Pro Elite brake controller, which really helps me dial down as to how much braking power I want that trailer to do for me. Look, I think we're trying to do a big trip every year. It's more or less, so Birdsville this year, possibly the high country up in Victoria, Cape York, across to the west coast, Kimberleys. I guess it's endless now. We've got the camper. It's fantastic. Well, we love it a lot. Ever since we've gone to the MDC, packing up it's unpacking, packing up. It's a piece of cake. And yeah, as you said, we're out here for 4 or 5 days. We've got the annex set up. We've got the walls. We've got the shower. But even if it's an overnighter, it stays hitched. It's a forward fold. I don't have to worry about clearance behind me or on the sides. I don't care. I just pull up wherever I want, fold it out, and we're all set up. All it takes is a full drive. Not even a full drive. You can buy a camper, providing you can tow it, you can use it. But a full drive is pretty much endless. Your opportunities, you can go anywhere in Australia.
And there's just so many places that you can travel to, and it's within easy cooey of where you live. I mean, you go and have a look at any of those four-wheel driving DVDs, and you're going to find awesome places to go, awesome things to see, and awesome people to meet. Because you can guarantee that every single person has got their own story as to why they want to get out, why they want to go and have fun, why they need to get away. Because I mean, our jobs are so intense these days, and it's so hard to just get unconnected. I mean, we haven't really had much in the way of internet connection or phone service or anything for probably 3 or 4 days now, and that's okay. It's okay to just relax and not have to worry about technology and just enjoy Australia, really.
Pretty much, guys, okay, stop thinking about it, do it, get out there, have a lot of fun, because we sure hell have. We've enjoyed it.
And we've got many more Ks to go.